Top 3 podcasts that you're listening to right now.
Ooh. Sincast. Sincast is a movie podcast. They just review movies, and they've all either worked as like projectionist or like with movie phone or something like that. So like they have good views of movies, and they know good movies to pick. Right now, Joe Rogan. He's not missing. He has snowed it on a couple days ago. I'm like, shit, bro, damn, man. The FBI wants Joe Rogan. I don't see how.
How do you have Edward Snowden on your show at the same time, right where my hard drive is? He's got a box of mushrooms and all sorts of stuff.
It's like, I don't even understand like how they haven't come for him yet or found any type of like he must be a really good guy that he hasn't had any like scandals pop out of him. So Joe Rogan, Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz, Akash, and Kaz.
And what's that one about?
Flagrant 2 is basically when the PC era came out, and like I'm one of those people that like to hear shocking stuff. I don't need to say it to make somebody's like hurt their feelings or something like that, but I like to hear like shit that just like, oh, that's a funny 2 words together. It sounds good. So like it's a sports podcast, but with the background of current events. So you get with your homies and your friends and everything, and you're about to watch the football game, but then like you know what? I hit my toe yesterday, man. This kid ran over my foot, blah blah blah, and you get into a random conversation, but he's like, oh, he just caught an interception type shit. So like they just review. Well, I don't want to say review, but they talk about sports, but then they talk about current events. So they did the China stuff the last few weeks, where they said, well, LeBron James should have said, I'm protecting my money, but he said he beat around the bush and basically said, hey, I care about black people here and not the oppressed in China. And they got into that, but the way they describe it is just flagrant, and they say bad words. they say all the bad words you can't say really out in public. They're so good that their Patreon is probably the Patreon that is most looked at in the industry, because they do like $35,000 a month off of people paying just to hear crazy. One extra episode. So like that type of like I don't say mentorship, but that I'm watching them a lot, because they're on the cutting edge of YouTube and like getting people engaged, and want to get people engaged. So that's where I got the caption stuff from. They was like, hey, when we started doing captions and our stuff spiked, I was like, say no more.
All right.
I